Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. We are the Brazilian Socialist Republic. We are communists. We are justifying a war against Venezuela. We are trying to sneak things in before the US passes Pax Americana. And because we are playing with historical AI turned off, we have no idea in what order the US is going to do their ideas. They have gone through most of the prereqs for Pax Americana. I don't know if they've literally done them all. I know they've done neighbors. I know they've done South America. They may have done one of the other two. I don't recall. So they could be very close to Pax Americana or not that close. I mean, they're all 70-day national ideas, so it's not going to take long to get through them regardless. So we have made choices in our personal national focuses and technology that lead themselves to this very aggressive rush, sacrificing a little bit of our long-term investment, because if we can grab Venezuela early with all of its oil, we are going to be incredibly well off. Okay, we're preparing our people for war. If the world tension does raise above 15%, mostly I'm expecting by Japan doing some stuff, then we'll be able to pass our war economy. But we're not quite there yet. It'd be nice if it happened for our next 150 political power. Infrastructure effort. We're going to take another infrastructure effort. Neither one of these is particularly important, but does get us to the extra research slot, which normally I would research first. I think I was playing one of these miners with the generic policy tree. I think I'd always go down this branch first to extra research slot, then probably pick up this construction effort, maybe the armaments, or at that point I might go down political effort. But now we did it the other way around. We went here to max out our daily communist support to become communist in March of 37, which I think is pretty close, or pretty quick. Anyway, now that we're fabricating Venezuela, oh, there we go, Marco Polo Bridge incident, still not enough world tension. Venezuela will move most of their troops over here. They're training quite a few divisions. Now, we're still waiting for a fair amount of upgrades. Reinforcements was first. I'm going to add an extra couple of lines over here and see what we can squeeze out, although I still really like to prioritize equipment for existing companies whenever possible. But I think we'll need a few more. This line is really going to be quite defensive, and this is jungle and jungle. So we're going to get some pretty good defensive bonuses over here. We can probably hold out against like 3-1 or even higher numbers with enough digging. Death to fascists! Right, because these guys are fascists. How's our equipment? Inefficient resources. We could trade for 1 steel, which I think is worth sacrificing. How secure do we feel about that route? I don't know. Let's go to the UK instead. Directly across the Atlantic instead of up the coast. I don't think it matters much. I'm going to go to the United Kingdom. This will take more convoys, don't want it. Require 4 for this trade. Is it the same if we go to the US? Require 1. But we have lots. Even for the ones that are currently in use for the invasion plan. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the US. So we're going to start grabbing some steel from them to improve our production rates a little bit. Our military production rates. Mostly it's the support equipment, and then the towed artillery. So we can get that rate improved. That would be really wonderful, because I really want more artillery. Artillery is incredibly powerful, especially if you're comparing people with versus without. I mean, armor is not something that's going to take any effect at this stage in the game. Modify government, we're too far away. I'm going to go and spend it on something. We could go... All right, there's our doctrines. I don't think we can get another doctrine discount. After construction 2, improved machine tools may be where we want to go. We're not going to be able to really do the next level of infantry equipment. We could go and grab these support equipments, but it's not a huge priority. Next level artillery, that's a fair amount of damage. We could get the artillery discount guy. Or, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the infantry expert instead. Because if we go in November, we may or may not have enough time to grab something else. And by then, actually, we'll probably be wanting to spend 150 points switching to a war economy. Which I think is only 150. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm going to grab this guy. 10% boost to infantry division attack, 15% boost to infantry division defense is going to be pretty stupendous. People will keep preparing for war again. November is when we can finish. It looks like they've got 1 unit in Caracas. We might be able to land on top of it, but it's probably better if we land adjacent to it. You guys are trending up. I'm going to go and bop these guys out right away. I'm going to be okay with that. And yeah, I'm going to add you to this line over here. Next level infrastructure training. Good. We are going to get the extra research slot now. And UK pressure Spain for Gibraltar. Spain? Wait, hold on. Still no Spanish Civil War? It's the middle of 37. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Crazy. Oh, what do we have? Free civilian. Oh, we finished all of our civilian factory production. Wow. We got the one air base. I think I'm going to build one more level of infrastructure over here, because when the fighting starts, they will need a bit more supply. With 2, I think that'll be more than enough to support what we've got in there. Naval bases, I think we're fine. It's only level 2 and level 3, but I'm willing to bet that's going to be enough to supply that. So I think what we're going to want are more military factories. There you go. Good number of them. Yeah, and we are definitely going to want more. Although, luckily, we are going to be able to, after the research slots, I could get construction effort, because that's 2 civilian factories, which is really nice. But I think going down the armament effort's actually going to be better for, again, the sort of early Zerg Rushy kind of thing. Construction 2 is done. I think we have to grab the improved machine tools, because it's such a huge boost to our military production, because it's raising our efficiency cap even more, which is going to be incredibly valuable. I don't know if these numbers have to tweak, but I mean, it's not like we're close to actually fulfilling this yet anyway, so we'll just leave them where they are. I will probably want at least 5 factories dedicated to the artillery, and we do want to add more artillery to that. Excellent. 20% more soft attack, very nice. 10 more leg infantry organization is actually really potent. Also, enabling more tactics is always good, especially if we get better recon, which we don't have a recon company yet. I don't think we've unlocked it at all. No, we haven't, and that will be quite nice. Also, if we start to get an excess of artillery equipment, which I don't know if it will happen, I would like to have actual artillery battalions added to my infantry, because it adds a lot of extra firepower, just a sickening amount of extra firepower at this stage in the game. We can check, again, they're at 79 soft attack, and if we add an artillery, 117. It's just huge, but we don't have the equipment right now. Okay. Extra research slot done. So yeah, I'm going to go down armament efforts. I'm going to be okay with that. Japanese buildup on Chinese border. The conflict is worrisome. Up to 10% world tension. Yeah, it might work out, actually. There's war declaration. And we're going to rally behind Venezuela. Oh, there's our world tension. So it's definitely going to be above 15%, clearly. And so the next time we hit 150 political power, we'll be able to trigger our war economy. Brilliant. Okay. And we've got the extra research slot, so we're going to go and do that. It is 37. Again, the engineering stuff, really good, but I think we are going to stay very, very tightly focused on our military efforts. I do want to grab this, but not if we're not actually going to be able to build up more artillery, because statistically it's not going to make that much of a difference. Special Forces is still nice, but I think I want to get the Recon Company, because adding that to your forces really makes a big difference, because you can choose better tactics. It makes a huge difference, and you get a slight movement boost, I think, is the other thing the Recon Company gives us. Or attack via terrain, you know, one or the other. All right, so you are piling up over here. I'll get the next one deployed as well. I should probably turn on some training here as well. I don't like the fact that these guys are green. They're not that green, though. They'd actually get their next experience level pretty much after the first battle. That's not bad, actually, as a front line. I'm going to trim this back. Just keep one token one in there. And we're going to look more towards reinforcing our existing ones. So this brings us up to 10 divisions. They've got 8 to 14. Still only got one person sitting in Caracas. We might be able to ninja Caracas, which is great. I definitely don't feel like we're going to need much more over here. We can defend this forever. We're not going to be able to push into the mountains, which is fine. But we can defend this forever, I suspect. If we did build any more, it would be nice to get these up to like 4 divisions, especially if we get our division front, or width rather, up to 20. But I don't want that any thinner. Anyway, I'll add the second one, see if we can squeeze those both out, but our war justification is going to happen in a month here, so it seems a little bit unlikely. I'm going to lower their priority. That's going to be fine. Reinforcement, upgrades, new divisions. Do you have a tank? Oh, this is Great Britain, right. I'm like, is there a South American nation that starts with a tank, or could manage to build one? I mean, technically we could build some great war tanks right now, but that seems pretty pointless. All right, you're getting up there, which is good. And if we can get that artillery, the artillery companies just filled out right now, and that's really what we're looking for right now. It's like these divisions, they're not fighting at full strength because they don't actually have everything that they should. I suppose what I might want to do here, actually, is create a new theater for my Marines and tell them that this theater is a higher priority for reinforcement as a whole. So these guys will get the better reinforcements and the better upgrades, which is going to be important to strike there. They're going to need all the help they can get. Okay, just a few weeks away. What's the actual date? The 19th of November. Now, we may not declare on the 19th. We're going to have to make a decision at that time. Right, we do have an airport over here. I'm going to go and assign all my current planes. Deploy them in Amazonas, do air superiority. Just a token amount, but it might actually make a difference in some of the battles that happen over there. And I don't think they can reach this air zone, right? Because this is 1,200 kilometers away. There's no way the interwar fighters could reach there. Even the fighter ones would have... They might technically be able to reach, but their coverage would be just garbage. Got our ships out there. How's United States? Caribbean Sphere. Okay, so the Caribbean Sphere is not done. Sphere's not done. They'd still have to do Pax Americana after that. Again, I'm not sure if the war has already started and they get Pax Americana, if they can join in. I don't know. Because of the guarantee, it's possible that it gives them a CB that they can act on later. I don't know. But I think I'd rather go sooner rather than later. There's the Spanish Civil War. God, that was late. I think we're basically going to go as soon as we can. Oh, what I should do with Group Teal here is I should give them an offensive plan, actually, so that they can actually accrue some planning bonuses. That was a little bit silly. But I'm not gonna trigger it. I'm not gonna turn it and tell them to go. Not like these guys. Now, depending on what kind of navy these guys have, that's convoys. Navy is 0. Really? Venezuela has 0 ships. Okay, good. I didn't check that because there could have been a possible for a big naval battle over here that we might have lost. All right. I'm super nervous, you guys. Incredibly super nervous. There we go. There's our justification. So, looks like we are fully reinforced. Now, we're missing some towed artillery, and we're looking for some upgrades as well. That's the new infantry equipment. But overall, I think we're ready to go. Still producing this. And if we take a look at these fellows... Okay, you're not quite at full strength. You are... Okay, you're waiting on 3 towed artillery. You need 24 in total for your support thing. That's not too bad. This guy's got a little bit less, waiting for 10 more. But it's not bad. All right. Hold on to your knees. Kiss your ass goodbye. We're going to declare war. We have no allies. Okay. Let's drop it down to, say, speed 3. Hit play. So they're going to attack me into here, but I don't really believe that they can win. We have a lot of defense here. We're entrenched. The terrain, it's our own country. We don't have a very good commander, but he's there. Yeah, he's holding off. Should be okay. They do have a lot of forces here, but we can sort of fight a delaying action here forever, and they won't have great amount of supply. Hell, they have supply problems as is. 50%. No kidding, huh? I mean, that's probably river crossing, terrain, and night. Yeah, there's no way. We're just going to stay on the defense, keep our dig in. Ooh, modify government. Could you please give me the war economy? And do we want total mobilization? We can do that only at war. If the war ends, I think it just drops us to war economy. I hope. So clearly we want this for more. So we need less civilian goods. This drops our recruitable population, but that's okay. And it gives us more military factory construction speed. And fewer consumer good factories. So that seems like the way to go. We still have lots of military factories queued in. Our naval invasion is moving. As long as we can hold this line. And again, if we have to push back, if we have to, retreat a little bit, that's going to be fine. We do have air support here, right? Yeah. Yeah, full air superiority as well. Do you even have planes? No. I mean, that only counts the deployed wings, so it's possible that they had some before, but I would assume they would have deployed them at this point. And actually, the AI probably mostly has them deployed. So that's giving us a good bonus. Yeah, should we be able to hold that forever? And if they leave their back undefended, this could be huge. This could be huge. A huge victory for Brazil. Oh, fantastic. Is Caracas open? Oh my. Oh my. Two you move to Caracas right away. I'm tempted to say 3. Why not? Why would I leave anyone behind? 3, you move in there right away. You're going to counterattack there and keep me pinned. That's okay. I'm going to get 2 of you to move here, here, here. And 1 of you to take that port. Okay, they do have some troops over here. There might be some more counterattacks, but again, if we can just take Caracas, nothing else matters. More armament efforts. Keep going. I'm getting the attrition right now, but hopefully we'll go and pick that up soon. We are getting the defense bonus here. Actually, there's no terrain because we're in the desert. Low supply, but hopefully we can get that resolved. Now we're going to open up an attack on their other front over here. Okay, well, let's go to speed 4. This is obviously still holding and should be fine. I could start an attack, but why bother? Be attacking into pretty miserable terrain with very little gains. Improved machine tools. So it's still 37, at least for a little longer, and we don't get the next one of these until 39. It might be time to start investing in the next level of engineering, because I'm not sure how many of these are going to play a part in the upcoming war, or the current war. We might be able to sneak that in, but it's 143 days, and we don't have that much artillery. So yes, I think it's time to finally pick up our engineering. There's Caracas. So if we hold this, they should... That I think will be it. Did they get any more national unity? 92%. It controls 35% of the victory points. What? It doesn't have any other victory points. How does it control 35% of the victory points when I have 5 out of the 6 in their country? Do they have like an island somewhere that's got a victory point? Grrr. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to group you guys together. Make sure that the top general, there we go, is in charge. I'm going to cancel your old orders. You are just going to hold this line as is. And your war goal will be to push out this way, isolating these guys. Even more effectively. But for now, I'm going to let you just get to your front line, try to hold it, and hope everything is good. And there we go. Make sure everyone's actually given the orders. Whoopsie daisy. Actually, just assist. 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 Take care of that as quickly as possible. We do not want to be split up. Meanwhile, in the south, yeah, we can't really take advantage of any changes over here. This is jungle. We might theoretically be able to attack into there, but I don't think that's likely. So, I mean, we should go and destroy this guy. Yeah, he's got an organization. We're making good progress. We need to do it pretty quickly. I mean, I don't actually think our flow-through is that much of a problem. It's interesting this place is saying they're being affected by attrition. Yeah, we'll wait until it's only a level 2 naval base. We actually might want another level of a naval base over here. Also, fix the infrastructure. I'm not sure that we need the naval base, actually. Because we do have the level 3 over here. We don't have that many troops. I think we're going to be fine. Okay, so you're there. You're attacking there, but nothing's really happening. I'm not going to attack into these guys, but it would be nice to assist in the defense. I don't think I can just control-click to assist in the defense, though. I'd rather not lose this spot again. But I can't pull back any troops from there. We might actually just be holding too much. You know what? I don't have to hold this. I'm going to pull back that way. And I'll be ready to do the same thing over here. There you go. Good. So yeah, we can give up this province. That makes no difference. And you are done fighting, which is great. So why don't you go, and I'm going to leave one of you behind, and the other 3, see if you can't join an attack there. Because that would be very valuable. I was going to say, it would not surprise me if you just lost. Why don't you do that? Because I'm thinking the others will just back off. I don't want them to hit 0 organization. You know what? That's going to embiggen our borders too much and become unmanageable. No, just pull back and make sure you're properly dug in over there. That's going to be okay. So we will hold here, which is good. If we did take this, that would be really helpful for our front line. Oh, our planes here. Now, that's quite interesting. Because I could rebase my planes and then give us some air superiority over northern South America. That's very good. I'm waiting for these guys to start starving out. Oh, we're actually starting to make progress here. And actually, once these guys stop fighting... Well, one of them definitely needs to rest, but the other one... Okay, hold on. You're paused? Good. So this one here is actually quite healthy. I'm going to get you to join in that fight. And what the hell, I'll get you to join in as well. You don't have a ton of organization. My reserves haven't kicked in anyway. We might be able to push back, and if we do that, that'll be a very nice little securing of stuff. Losing this isn't a huge problem, although obviously if we can keep it, that's better. It would be nice to grab everything alongside the river here, but if we have to counterattack into the plains, that's not a problem. Meanwhile, in the south, you're good. New troops, yeah, we're far away from getting new troops. It would be nice to start reinforcing more over here. I mean, they can attack from multiple angles here, but they all the angles require a river crossing. And we're getting a bit more dig-in now, so... Any chance we can make a division change? No, we still don't have a recon. When does that come in? It is slow. Okay, yeah, quite slow. Also, our next doctrine of delay, it's very far away. But this, we are pushing, which is great. You're getting some attrition, which is nice. We're getting some attrition here, too, which I'm a little bit surprised about. It'd be nice when... I don't know if that's sabotage or bombing or what's going on there. Well, it's probably not bombing. They have some anti-air guns in the area, which actually shot down some stuff. All right, we've won that. Now what is our next push? I think it's to grab one guy and move there. It'd be nice to take out the horsies. I don't know if attacking from 2 angles makes a difference. But I think what I'll do is I'll move in here first, then this guy will attack there and get supported by his neighbor, and that's going to be fine. And actually, I'm going to grab one of these and move him over here as well. We'll get a double attack, because I want to push that and then cut off a little bit. I mean, they literally can't have any supplies coming in. Can I look at the supply map from the other side? Not really. So they have a local supply base, right? And then the 1 victory point. How do they have... Is there like an implied victory point for some of these small things? Like, it feels like we should have, what is it, 83%. So they should only have 17%, which should not be enough. All right, we're going to let this guy finish his move. There we go. Now you two are going to start that attack. And actually, you can just move. There's no reason to do a support action. It is increasing this a lot, but defending across the river, especially with them having such poor supply, works out pretty well. And their air base over there. And then we should be able to just scoop up everything behind as well, while keeping a relatively thin front line. Actually, I'm tempted to jump into this mountain now before we have to attack into the mountain across a river. That's what I'll do with one of these. As soon as the battle is won, I'm going to grab one of them and tell them to move over here instead. Just like that. And you can support without attacking. And your move will be to scoop this up over here. Now does it look like? There we go. Okay. So there's got to be something like that. Free military factories. Very nice. We're going to get you up to this. I mean, we do want more total artillery, but finishing this is going to be probably a little bit more important. And do that, and then add in a little bit more support, especially when we get the recon finally. That'll be important. But I think these guys are about to capitulate. Oh, we left a gap here, but I think we could respond a little faster than they could actually move in, so I think we're going to be okay. There we go, that's good. And you can move in here. I'm hoping they can't just do that. We can make sure we end up over there one way or another afterwards. We should be fine. And again, I am expecting them to capitulate now. They're at nothing. There we go. It should be the end of the day. And we should just be able to say, we're going to take all of your states. Boom. World tension will go up. But that doesn't bother us at all. It's actually not even going to go by that much, I guess, because we're not actually taking that many provinces overall. End turn. And done. Glorious! Glory to Brazil! Oh, fantastic! Okay, so now, crazy amounts of oil have just come in here. We're exporting a lot of it, which is going to give us a lot more civilian factories. We're only getting one from trade right now, but I think that's going to kick in a little bit better relatively soon. We need a lot more steel, which I think I'm going to be okay with importing. Huh? That doesn't seem right. I'll give it a day to work out the kinks here and then figure out what our next target is going to be, which actually I should probably justify more war goals. Okay, you're still not going for Pax Americana, which is great. Argentina's got better supplies, but I think it would be easier for us to grab Colombia at this point, which has 20 more oil, and that's not bad. Or perhaps Bolivia. There's going to be some mountain fighting over here, which definitely sucks. So there's mountains over here, too. Bolivia gives us tungsten, which we don't need a ton of at this time. But, again, the world market, probably a lot of people would be trading our tungsten. We do need some. Let's justify a war goal. Again, I could do more than one. It would eat into our military power, but that's okay. I think at this point we just get everything grouped together into one army. Give you our best general. Halt your old commands. Put you on the front here. And your command will be to rush towards La Paz. But that will be considerably harder fighting in comparison. Maybe we should just do Uruguay over here. Do I have enough power to do that? I do. That'll be a lot easier. And actually open up a much bigger front against Argentina. And Argentina, we can take Buenos Aires. And in fact, most of Argentina without any mountain fighting. That seems like it should be a lot easier, in fact. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to cancel your orders. We are going to take Uruguay first. I'm going to still justify against Bolivia. But we're going to take Uruguay first. There we go. Then go into Bolivia. And then come into Argentina. Probably. We could also grab Paraguay if we wanted even a better angle. But I think this might be sufficient. Anyway, we're going to start with that. We got to put a cut in this video. But our first war has been a huge success. And because this has been pieced out, we are not going to get any partisan activity whatsoever, which is wonderful. We did lose one fighter. And, you know, our economy and our production and our research isn't quite as good as it would have been if we'd taken the standard path. But I think taking this territory, gaining some amount of factories, yeah, some factories over here, as well as the incredible amounts of oil is going to make just such a massive, massive difference. Huge and very worthwhile. I'm really happy with that start. And I'm less worried. Whenever Pax Americana comes in, okay, we're going to be done until we join the Common Term and do some World War II kind of stuff. But if we can expand Brazil a lot before that happens, that'll be fantastic. Thanks for watching, folks. See you guys next time.